very much.
Oh, good job, man. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Acoustic Paradiso on Andertons TV.
All right.
Welcome back, the wonderful Ben Smith.
Pleasure to be here.
So, we have a brand of guitar, both electric and acoustic guitar, that Andertons brings in to cater for, the more affordable end of the market. We call that range Eastcoast. We have a hand in all the designs and stuff. And we're very proud of what we've managed to come up with. And this video is going to talk to you about some of the electro-acoustic guitar bundles that you can buy. So by that, I mean it's going to have a guitar that is pre-fitted with a pickup system. It's going to have an amp with it, and it's going to come with the cable you need and a strap and a gig bag and a clip-on tuner. And we have a number of these bundles on our website. They start from £249, which is actually what you were.
This one, is it?
Yeah. And I think they top out at about £400, depending on, obviously what spec of guitar you want with it. And it's bonkers. It's literally.
This thing is killer.
It's bonkers, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, this thing's killer.
Yeah.
For the money,
It's crazy, isn't it? So. If you want to see the whole range of East Coast acoustic guitars, and the pricing on those guitars starts from £79. They've been unbelievably well received, had endorsements from people like Justin Sandico of justinguitar.com. And Ben, about a year ago actually, spent a day here doing videos on all of those, so you can jump on over to our website, go and check them out if you just want the guitar on its own. This guitar that Ben has got now is the first one in the range that comes with a pickup. It's called a D1CE.
Yep.
So it's an all laminate guitar, pretty affordable, but with the cutaway and with the pickup system. And the amplifier is a little 25 watt dedicated acoustic guitar. I'm going to show you actually just inside here what you can see on the front here. The speaker is a little different to what you would have in a guitar amplifier. It's called a dual concentric speaker. And this additional cone in the middle is there to give you all the additional high end that you really want with an acoustic guitar.
It's more like a kind of PA speaker,
yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah.
So you wouldn't want that on an electric guitar, but you would want that on an acoustic guitar. Totally. The amp has two inputs, one for a microphone, one for a guitar, as you saw Ben singing there. It has some EQ. It has a really nice reverb control on it, and it has some chorus as well.
Two options on the reverb and the chorus for each of them. It's great.
Yeah. It's 25 watts, so in terms of power, if you need something to do, let's say you're performing in front of a class or a small school assembly or a little church thing.
Yeah. Or busking. You can stick a bunch of AA batteries in it, and you can go outside and play outside with it. Which is, I didn't even realise till we were
No, neither did I. We lifted it up, so no, it's got a battery compartment.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
8 AA's, I think it is, but
it's just, really fantastic. It's got this lovely kind of wood veneer finish. Looks great. So let's strum it. And what we're going to do is we're going to loop something on this guitar. I'm going to hand Ben 2 or 3 other guitars that I've got here. It's not the whole range of East Coast guitars. It's just indicative of, there are travel size guitars, there are grand auditorium size guitars, and there are dreadnought size guitars in the range. And as I said, different prices depending on what spec you want. If you fancy yourself as a bit of a singer-songwriter, it's just a normal 3-pin XLR mic input in the back.
Yeah. No phantom power, obviously. But
no, so the mic and the cable don't come with this, so you'd have to buy those as optional extras. We're just recording this using the sort of the mics in the room, so everything you just heard and everything you do hear in this is just basically the mic in front of the amplifier. Honestly, I think whenever we do these videos where you're going to go, right, we're going to do some of the starter kits that we do, there's always an element of like, okay, I'm sure it'll be great, but and then when it's really good, you go like, oh, fantastic.
Well, we were just talking before we started filming, like I remember the first steel string acoustic guitar I bought when I was 13 or something. And it was like such a dog. Yeah. And it cost, I don't know, 180 quid or something, and that was way back in the 90s. And it's like compared to what was available then at the budget end and this, it's miles apart.
I think very much right across the East Coast range. So on the electrics, the acoustics, even the bass stuff. Before we got into this, I was well aware of the fact that you could go to like an Argosy kind of thing. You could buy something off Amazon. You could even go to some of perhaps, you know, the bigger music retailers around the world and buy their own brand kind of. And they all start at incredible pricing, like £99 for the whole thing like that. And we bought a couple of these kits. And I always thought the guitar was okay in those, not great, okay, but the amp was just garbage. Like, you know, you just go like, oh God, it's so uninspiring.
Like 4-inch speakers
like
and stuff.
The worst sounding. And we made a very conscious effort with Eastcoast to just go, let's just not go in at that level. Let's go in at like the next level up. So maybe our bundles are 30, 40, 50 pounds more expensive than the really, really low end stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like, trust me, the amp will be good. So whether you buy electric or acoustic, you're going to get an amp with reverb in it, a decent sized cabinet, a proper speaker, all that. And the guitars are just good. They're guitars that I would have wanted to learn to play on, you know.
I mean, and yeah, totally. And also with if you want an amp for something, you know, if you're going to do little gigs or stuff like that, if you pay £249 for this rig rather than say what, 200 quid. And then 6 months down the line, you go, well, actually, I need a better amp, and that's another 120 quid.
Yeah.
Like, this just...
Yeah, I think that if you want to buy the amp on its own because you already have an electro-acoustic guitar, these are about 120 quid. Anyway, look, come on. Let's just show people. This is, if I turn the reverb and the chorus down, here is what an amp sounds with no reverb and chorus. Plenty of bass end, good, decent sound. There's no DI on this, so there's no way of recording it other than with the mics. Let's put some reverb in. So it has two kinds of reverb. Here's the room reverb.
Okay, I'm just going to check my tuning with the onboard tuner quickly. Oh. I have to say, the tuner on these ones is really good.
Perhaps I should say now again, if you're super novice, you cannot take a regular acoustic guitar with no pickup in it and plug it into an amp. So you have to have what we call an electro-acoustic, which is basically one with a jack socket on it or some other way of putting a pickup on your guitar.
Yeah, and this has got bass, middle, treble, phase, tuner, volume. What else do you need? So this is the reverbs, right?
Talent. That's what else you need.
Practice. Hours and hours of practice.
So here's the room reverb.
Okay.
That's amazing. That's a good chip in there.
Yeah.
I switch over. There's a knob to adjust it. I've got it like halfway up, so you can have more or less to taste. Here's the hall reverb.
This is the hall.
I'm like,
there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah, it's really cool. Okay, and then the chorus. So I'll leave the room reverb on. Yeah. Chorus, you'll recognise this sound because it's very popular on guitar. It's a modulation effect. I kind of think maybe the best way to describe it is it kind of will take a 6-string acoustic and give it like a 12-string vibe.
Yeah.
So here's some chorus again. We've got two modes of chorus.
It's instant 80s normally.
Mode 2 is a bit more chorus. Okay. So.
I mean, as a chorus sound, it's lovely. I hate chorus on acoustic guitars.
Really? I like chorus. I like chorus. So the cool thing is the reverb will work on the guitar and the mic.
Yes.
But the chorus will only work on the guitar, which is kind of what you want.
Yeah. We should say the EQ is only for the guitar control as well. It's not for the microphone.
Yes.
The microphone just has a volume knob.
And of course, you could use the microphone to mic up something else. It doesn't have to be for your vocals. You could have someone with some percussion or two guitars.
I was going to say, get an adapter cable, plug another guitar in.
Well, no, you have one in the mic channel and one in the...
That's right, you'd need
an adapter for the 3-pin.
XLR plug
only. You are right on that
combo
front.
jack.
But look, so that's cool. So now, Ben, if you would like to loop something, and again, loopers are an unbelievably cool way to make practice way more fun when you're at home. So Ben's just going to loop something now, some chords on this D1 CE, and then I'm just going to pass him the other guitars, and he's just going to basically noodle over the top. Maybe you'll hear a difference in how those kind of sound. No more singing, sorry. If you want to hear Ben singing more, go and check out his band.
Yeah, Smith and Brewer, we're all over the place.
Smith and Brewer. There we go. It sounds like a pub.
It does, yeah, very much so.
But yeah, Smith and Brewer, Ben on tour again as soon as it's safe to be so.
That's right. Sometime in 2022.
Yeah, Spotify though, I guess they can go find your stuff.
Yeah, we're on the internet, it's fun.
Awesome. Right, well, thank you guys very much for watching. As I said, this isn't the whole range of East Coast guitars, but if you go to the Andertons website, type in East Coast, you'll see all the electrics, all the acoustics that we do. That's cool, man. I'm very happy once again to say, you know, if you want to learn to play a guitar, then absolutely, yeah, East Coast is a killer place to start.
They're great, man, and like the setup's good. There's no sharp fret ends, all that stuff that can put people off.
Absolutely.
All
right,
that's killer. Yeah,
let's go.
All right then, let's do it.